Hello, how's everything? Welcome to the International Translation Day 2025 on browse.com. This is محمد Amer, and my topic is titled The Secret Ingredients and Spices of a Killer Linguist CV. I'd like in the beginning to thank Luana and Jared. They have been magnificent in showing all types of support to guarantee my participation and the prosperous presentation. So let me first introduce myself. This is me, and I'm a lecturer in translation studies and also in English linguistics, a full member of the Chartered Institute of Linguists, the CIOL, a senior member of the Egyptian Translators and Linguists Association, the ETLA in Egypt, and also a professional Arabic English translator and interpreter. These are my contact details. This is my WhatsApp number if you'd like to contact me anytime. And this is also my email address if you'd like to receive any type of support and consultation on our subject matter. So you need to deal with your CV as a love letter to your future. It's not a mere PDF document because just as a bridegroom's proposal, it captures hearts with sincerity and passion. Your CV, your document must tell a story that is compelling and also makes hiring managers and human resources departments fall in love, not with you, but of course with your potentials and the capacities. So in a competitive world of linguistics, your CV, the document itself, isn't just a document. It's not a mere PDF document, but it's your own professional narrative. It's your own story, your academic journey. This is your what you promise of the future contributions that all rolled into one. So make sure that, and promise you that this presentation will transform how you think about crafting your linguistic identity on paper. We will explore deeply. We will dig deeper in the art and science of creating CVs, portfolios, and resume. And I promise you, I will show you the difference between the three types of documents because there is a big difference that open doors, secure interviews, and launch careers in linguistics. So why it's very important to have your CV in the perfect way? Because we have three pillars that depending on all of them, we will have a compelling story that convinces the HR departments and in managers and directors. Number one, yes, the first competition. Number one is very important. Yes, we have dozens, hundreds, thousands of grads every single year from schools and faculties of linguistics and translation. So the linguistics job market itself is increasingly competitive. We have more qualified candidates, even more than available positions. Your CV is often the first, and sometimes it's the only window, the only opportunity that makes an impression. Number two, which is critical in our work as translators and linguists in general. Most applications go through automated screening systems before human eyes see them. It's not like the owner of that company and I'm posting a certain position or a vacancy. And when I receive CVs, it's not like I'm downloading all of them and wow, this man is perfect. No, it's not like that. We bought all of these CVs on certain softwares to filter them, and after that, we can use the human eye on them. So your CV must be optimized for both algorithms in the system and also human readers. Finally, diverse career path because yes, our job is very competitive and it has a lot of wings. So modern linguists work in academia, technology, government, public sector, private sector, healthcare, medicine, and even beyond. So your CV must clearly communicate those transferable skills and relevant experience. So when we move to another point that is pretty important, the formula that you're showing to the human resources department is very important. What makes your CV a compelling story and a killer one? Number one, you need to have a clear professional identity, who you are. And immediately you need to establish who you are and what unique value you bring to the company or to the linguistic field if you are a freelancer or something like that. This will happen only through a compelling professional summary. You need to summarize who you are, what you're doing, and what you're going to achieve in the future. Number two, quantified achievements. I'm not only talking about quality, but also about quantity. Quantity is very important as well. So what is required here is that you need to transform your responsibilities, your roles into accomplishments. What did you achieve in your past, and what you will achieve in the future with a specific metrics, numbers, figures, research outcomes, measurable impacts on projects and organizations, something like that. What is also very important is to align and to connect your skills, your previous experience to the future one. So you need to bridge because there is sometimes there is a gap between what you just learned and what you're going to do. So you need to establish this bridge between your academic background and the industry needs by highlighting, shedding light on the technical skills, the software proficiency, using AI, using CAT tools, KI tools in our field. This is very important. And also practical applications. What did you do in the past, and what you're going to achieve in the future? This is pretty important. And finally, with compelling narrative flow, you're giving me a story. It's not like I'm working from this company to another and moving from one story to another. It's we need a flow. We need connection between parts of the story. So you need to give me a logical progression that shows career growth, like moving from one small company to a medium one to a big and large one. This is the flow that we're talking about. It's not like it's not a linear development. It's escalating. So you need to show also showing skill development, increasing responsibility across all experiences. Like if you're moving from one company to another, of course, you'll have even extra responsibilities. So how did you deal with those experiences, and what did you achieve? This is what I promised to tell you, the difference between CV, resume, and portfolio, because there is a particular difference between them. So you need to understand this trinity. The most common one is the CV. So it's like, give me your CV, I'll send you my CV, and so on. So what is CV? CV stands for curriculum vitae, and it's a comprehensive academic record that includes all your skills, publications, conferences that you attended or spoken at, um, grants, fellowships, detailed educational background from your school up to the PhD degree that you received, if any. So typically from 2 to 4 pages for early career linguists. And I'm being I'm being ambitious in here. Even it's only 1 page if you are a fresh grad, if you are an early career linguist, it's not a problem. But I'm talking about the average. So if you're below this average, it's not a problem because actually you're just taking your first step. So try as much as possible to develop 1 page to 2 pages to 3 pages, 4 pages. For me, I started from only 1 page, and now I have like 10 pages of myself. So it's even. You're going to do this in the future, I promise you. The next point, which is the resume. Resume is a concise one. So resume is even smaller than the CV. A resume as a concise 1 to 2 page summary focused on relevant experience and skills for a specific industry position. So it's actually if you're a teacher and you're applying to an interpreting position, just delete whatever related to teaching because it's irrelevant. So resume, the only difference between resume and curriculum, apart from the size and everything, it's like it's more focused. It sheds light on the thing that you're applying for. So interpreting to interpreting, teaching to teaching, and so on. So it's a concise 1 to 2 page summary focused on relevant experience and skills for specific industry positions, and it only emphasizes on practical applications and achievements. It's not like, yes, I took this course and I moved from one company to another. It's not like that. This is not the story. It's an abridged form of the CV without getting all these details. The portfolio is something that I invite all of you to do, but after you finish your own CV. It's a digital or a physical collection showcasing your work samples, research projects, language samples, practical applications of linguistic expertise. And here I have just a little idea. Why are why aren't you like taking photos, selfies from the booth, in a translation company, in a certain conference, a feedback feedback from multiple providers, from clients. All of these inputs need to be put on one document that's called portfolio. Portfolio is more of a document that showcases your experience, but with proof. Did you get it? With a proof. You need to prove that you worked at this company. It's not like having a recommendation letter or a thanks letter, but photos, feedback, snapshots, screenshots, samples from your work if you are an interpreter or a translator. By the way, having a YouTube channel also is a very important thing. This also get into your portfolio because actually you are uploading your interpretation samples and real work interpretation from the booth if you're capable of recording a video from the booth. Actually, this also is being uploaded to the portfolio. Provide links, provide valid links without getting into trouble and everything like that. So this is very, very important. So in order to put them in the order of priority, every single one of us needs to have a CV. But professional people, they have CV and they have a portfolio. What about the resume? Resume is only asked on like a last minute order. Like, give me your resume. We need to know just a tiny details about your work. It's not like I'm going to read this whole long CV. So give us the resume. So number one, CV. Number two, portfolio, and number three, resume. So this is very important. What is also critical in writing CVs, portfolios, and resumes is that you need to know your audience, who you're talking to, who you're applying for. So this is pivotal in your business. So the most successful linguists, they tailor their application materials to speak directly to their target audience needs, challenges, and priorities. What is the difference between academia and industry? What is the difference between education in the university and the field itself? We have two different languages. Number one, academic positions. If you are applying as a teacher, instructor, lecturer, professor, assistant professor, whatever, we have certain points that we need to discuss. Number one, research emphasis. If you're applying for a teacher position or teaching position in general, you need to focus on the publications, conference presentations, grants. If you're doing so, if you're seeking your higher studies, professional studies on a certain field, you need to participate in conferences, presentations, events. This is very important. Number two, theoretical depth, detailed methodology, theoretical frameworks, your MA, your PhD, and even your diploma is very important. Teaching experience, of course, this goes in the portfolio. This is even more suitable to the portfolio. So the courses that you taught, curriculum development, this is also very important. Academic service, editorial boards, peer review committees that you participated in, network connections, advisor relationships, and collaborations, the pools that you are in. This is the academic part, but what is important for us is to bridge between the academic position and also the industry position. If you're applying to a position that combines academic background with industry background, actually, this is very important to amalgamate between both of them. In industry positions, you need to focus more on the practical application, like the real world problem solving and impact that you left in previous companies. Technical skills, programming languages, software proficiency, CAD tools, coding tools, artificial intelligence, as I mentioned in the beginning. Project management, if you are a PM or a VM, this is very important. How many projects did you manage? How many clients did you manage in the past? Timeline adherence, and also budget responsibility if you did so. Collaboration, cross-functional team experience. If you are a team leader or a team member, this is also very important. This will showcase that you are a responsible person. Results orientation. Yes, this is very important. And also this applies to the academic part because the results are very important in showcasing that you achieved a real thing, a concrete thing in the real ground. Measurable outcomes and business value. Yes, I developed this department. I developed this section. I supervised certain projects that have been successful. So let's differentiate between what is essential in a CV and what can be somehow trivial. Number one, when we talk about essential parts, number one, professional header. You need to have a header that is perfect. Of course, we are linguists. We don't commit such grammatical mistakes, but yes, we commit mistakes, but actually you need to proofread and review this multiple times. So your name, your professional name, your full name. So you don't need to mention your first and last name. I need to mention the full name. And actually, this differs from one place to another. So yes, in the MENA region, in the Middle East and North Africa, yes, we have this thing like mentioning our whole names, like Muhammad Abdul Wahab Amer. People know me as Muhammad Amer, but actually I need to mention my tripartite name, Muhammad Abdul Wahab Amer, and it goes like this. But in other cultures, it's not that critical. Credentials means your something related to the position itself. If you're applying to a certain position, you'd like to contact them on a certain ground, you need to mention all of these parts. And after that, contact information, LinkedIn profile. Not Don't use your own Facebook. Don't put your Instagram. It's relevant. Professional website if you have. Include your location. Of course, your location is very important, but avoid full address for privacy. It's not like sending them your own location, but actually it's like the city or the town that you live in. This is very important. Professional summary is like 2 to 3 sentences, and I reiterate like 3 lines at most, capturing your linguistic expertise, career objectives, and unique value proposition. This is your elevator pitch in written form. I'm talking about myself, and um, summarizing all of this experience in only 3 lines at most. Education section, and this goes descendantly from the most recent thing that you received, degrees, in institutions, dates, yes, dates of graduation. Like I studied from 2020 to 2025. So you need to mention the details like dates, relevant coursework, thesis topics, if any, academic honors, if you got honored or something like that. Include GPA if above 3.5. If you're below, please don't mention it, please, because 3.5 is a benchmark. It's like from B plus up to A minus, A and A plus. So for recent, of course, this is for recent graduates. If you are experienced, if you're a senior like me, don't mention your GPA, please. And also experience sections after that. So you have this formula: number one, professional header, professional summary, education section, and after that, experience itself: research experience, teaching experience, translation and interpreting experience, relevant work history with quantified achievements. I taught so and so and so. I translated so and so and so. I managed so and so. This is also will be handy. Skills, and after that, you can mention your own skills, competencies, the courses that you received in languages, technical skills, software proficiency, research methodology, and any specialized certifications related to your target roles. And yes, this is very important. You need to mention the certifications and accreditations you will have. And in the future, I promise you, I'll give a presentation on something related to this accreditation and certification in the world of translation and interpreting. This is very critical. The hook. Some examples that will show you how to write your professional summary. Number one, don't write something like recent linguistics graduate seeking opportunities in the field. It's not like, yeah, I'm just a fish going to this pool to look for worm, and it's not like that. You need to give me a strong summary of your experience, like this. Computational linguist specializing in natural language processing and cross-linguistic syntactic analysis, experience in so and so and so and so. You're giving me details, but not too much. Okay, so it's not too short and it's not too long. You need to give me details, tiny details that are only important. Don't give me other details because they are already mentioned in the portfolio or in the CV. The strong example immediately establishes expertise It mentions specific skills, highlights achievements, and connects academic background. And I here advise you to use some keywords so you can summarize this your CV in certain keywords. Keywords in our field can be translation, and not only translation like specialized translation or even healthcare or medical. In interpreting, it can be a consecutive, simultaneous, whispered, churchitage, and so something like that. So you need to use these keywords. The education section is very important. If you have more than one certificate, it's more than just degrees. You're showcasing your capacity. But if you have more than one degree, this applies to you. Um, Number one, you need to mention your degree information, the university, the GPA, the faculty, the specialty, the major, and everything. This goes under this umbrella. Number two, academic achievements. If you got some honorary prizes, if you got a dean's list of recognition, if you're enlisted in this list, awards, honors, scholarships, fellowships, relevant academic distinctions, if any. If you didn't do so, just erase this particular point. Relevant coursework. If you're teaching certain courses, please list them. List them, and this also applies to the portfolio. And finally, thesis and dissertation. The title. Yes, the title itself is very important. Brief description of the methodology and findings. This goes under the umbrella of the portfolio. Experience, where stories come alive. Experience is very important. You need to mention some research experience, translation experience, interpreting experience, showcasing your academic excellence and translation and in the interpreting field. So number one, project-based structure. So how many projects did you manage to finish? And you don't have to mention exact numbers. It's not like you have 15 years of experience, and I don't expect you to give me all like a total count of the words that you translated. It's impossible. It's a nearly a dream. I don't even have this count, but I should just give me an average. How many words you can translate per day? How many did you manage to do so in the past, and what will happen in the future? This is very important. Number two, methodology, the tools that you have been applying in your work, the technical tools to demonstrate your own technical and theoretical knowledge. Collaborative elements. If you work in a company or an enterprise, your collaborative elements are very important. Like modern linguistic research is increasingly collaborative and interdisciplinary. If you're studying and working in the same time, you understand the importance of having an element that goes from one field to another. So this is also critical. Impact and application. So what is the impact that you left from in previous enterprises and companies? Yes, this is critical as well. Um, if you have this teaching experience, it's more than a classroom. It's more than just classroom time. Number one, if you are a teaching assistant, you need to mention the courses that you supported. If you are an independent instructor, you need to mention the course design, learning objectives, innovative teaching methodology, and so on. Okay. Um, Technical skills are very important in translation and interpreting using artificial intelligence, language proficiency, and so on. This is also is a benchmark. This is a very benchmark in the field of linguistics because number one, if you're working in the field of artificial intelligence, you need to mention the tools that you're using. For example, I use ChatGPT Plus, I use DeepSeek, DeepL, whatever the tool that you're using, if you have a license or not. So you need to mention this. Language proficiency, yes, you need to mention this. You need to mention the placement tests that you underwent. So and you need also to connect them to the CEFR, the ILR, to mention the score that you received. In order to get yourself into a certain level, I need to know what is the level of the candidate, like start from B1, B2, and after that we can discuss this later. Emerging technologies, yes, again to AI, but this time like prompt engineering, generative AI. This is very important. If you're capable to do this, this will be showcasing your experience and your of course and your capacities. Publications, presentations, if so. if any, if you're publishing, if you're presenting at conferences, and I invite all my peers and all my colleagues to do so because this is very critical. Number one, your publications, peer-reviewed publications. Number two, conference presentations, work in progress, the research that you're doing right now, and public engagement. You need to connect. I have this proverb. We have a proverb here in Egypt that says that, and our industry is more like a saloon. Like we're meeting, all of us were meeting in only one room. So I think this applies to different cultures. Yes, our market is wide, but it's in the same time we have closed networks. Like one of the main pools on LinkedIn is the linguistics pool. We are connected, so you need to get into the matrix and connect to professors, to doctors, to professional translators, interpreters, linguists, and so on. You need to showcase your skills, and this also happens through having some soft skills. So please focus on those. Some mistakes, please do not commit those mistakes. Number one, generic content using the same CV for every single application. If you're applying for the job of a cook, you're using the CV that you applied for the job of a translator. A lot of people do so. So please don't do this. So don't use the same CV for every application without tailoring the content to specific position requirements. Number two, passive language, like writing job descriptions using passive voice and focusing on responsibilities rather than achievements. Yes, I did so and so and so and so. This has been my responsibility. Of course, if you work in a company, you will have responsibilities. But what did you achieve? This is critical. Number three, missing keywords. What are the keywords of the job market? I've been telling you like minutes ago about this. Consecutive, simultaneous, interpreting, triage, medical health care, generative AI, ChatGPT. We have certain keywords that nobody else using them out of that market. So failing to include relevant terminology, methodologies, and technical skills that automated screening systems. They are looking for these keywords. If the system didn't find those words, nothing will happen. Okay, inconsistent formatting, like mixing date formats. Like, yes, I enrolled to the university in 2020, but I got graduated in 2021. This is inconsistent. Check, fact check all the sizes, the numbers, the figures, the spaces. The If you're using tables, this is a headache, I know, but please focus on this. Outdated information, including relevant old and senior and very old from the times of Pharaoh's work experience. Please get rid of that outdated technical skills. If you got that certificate from like 15 years ago, please erase it from the CV. Personal information. It's not like I receive this a lot. It's not like, yeah, I can swim. Good for you. Please don't put it in the CV. I do yoga. Good for you, but irrelevant. I don't smoke. Perfect. You're a healthy man, but still irrelevant. Okay? Please, this is not relevant to your professional narrative. The digital advantage. Yes, we're talking about artificial intelligence and also technology used in translation and interpreting. Um, in today's digital landscape, your CV should be a part of the comprehensive online professional presence. So I invite all of you, that we need to focus on this digital imprint. Every single one of us needs to have his own digital imprint. Your personal account, your professional account, your profiles on pros.com, on LinkedIn, on Upwork, on different arenas, platforms. Yes, I'm mentioning commercial names. Sorry for this, but actually, I'm just giving examples about the importance of being there. If I just wrote your number, sorry, not your number, your name on Google, what is the first result that I receive? So please tailor yourself to the internet, tailor yourself to the algorithms, make algorithms identify you from the first letters. Like I'm writing Muhammad Amer, it's like Muhammad. When I write AM, it's like yes, this is Muhammad Amer who's working in translation and who's presenting with pros.com right now. So please tailor yourself and connect yourself to the digital and have your own digital imprint. Finally, building your portfolio. Please build your own portfolio. This is after writing your CV. Research samples, add samples, add teaching materials if you're a teacher, add collaborative projects that you're working on. Take selfies, snapshots, screenshots, feedback from clients, translation and interpreting samples. Record yourself in the booth. Upload samples and mention links. Get permanent links that you just hyperlinks, add hyperlinks to the file in order to get the client into yes, yeah, this man has ready samples. And if you're working in voiceover, you can also upload some audio files. Final steps to polish your CV. Number one, proofreading protocol. You need to proofread. You are a translator. You are a linguist. We do not commit mistakes. Yes, we are humans. We still commit mistakes, but please don't give me a CV that includes or involves mistakes and you're applying for a job position, for a translation position. Please, this will be a total, I don't want to mention that word, but it will be a disaster for you. You're a translator. We don't do this. Okay. Number two, peer review process. Yes, send your CV to or portfolio to another peer who can review. Like an eye is different from an eye, so this is also important. Version management. Yes, you need to have this hierarchy or order of versions. Like every single year on the first day, on the 1st of January, you need to update your CV, different format, different shape. Uh, of course, additional information like courses and everything, but keep old versions in order to get back to them. And also continuous updates. Continuous updates like, yes, I took this course, I took this grant, I got this certification, this accreditation. This is very important. Um, Finally, very important to mention some next steps forwards. Draft your professional summary using the guidelines provided that I mentioned before. Audit, please audit your current CV against the component checklist. There is a checklist that we need to follow. Research target positions and tailor your materials accordingly. Build your digital professional presence. Seek feedback, please. I just mentioned my details, contact details, my phone number, my WhatsApp number, my email address. Please send to me, and I'll give you free of charge feedback on your CV, what you need and what you are perfect at. So, and also iterate continuously with peers and everything. Your linguistic career is waiting for you. Make your CV the key to unlock every single door that you knock. Thank you so much for everything, and I hope you liked this presentation. I'll display my contact details if you'd like to contact me. These are my contact details. Just make sure you capture this. And if you'd like to contact me anytime, I'm available. This is for free, free for charge. This is not a paid service. Okay. Thank you so much for everything, and see you at the next event. Thank you, Luana. Thank you, Jared, and happy International Translation Day. Thank you.